Hey everybody, JitteryJay here. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Up next today, we're checking out Josh Wolf. This is Walking In on Your Parents. This is crowd work. We're going to get right into this, but first we're going to hit Josh with a like and subscribe on the original video. That is the important part. Now, every story I've heard from this guy has been absolutely hilarious. So I'm wondering how his crowd work is, because like I said, his stories are unbeatable. They're just hilarious as can be, especially when he starts talking about his youngest son. I think his name's Jacob, and some of the shenanigans they get into. Anyway, let's turn this on. As I was saying, Josh's links will be in the description below, so you can go check him out on his socials. I highly suggest you doing so. That being said, let's get into this.
Okay, let me ask a question before I tell this next story. Anybody in here?
Anybody in here? Anybody in here?
Has anybody in here ever walked in on their parents?
Walked in on their parents?
On their parents having sex?
Did you do what kids do? You walked in without knocking?
It was my room.
It was your room.
Oh shit!
Your dad's a
That is so messed up. It was my room. Oh. Well, they didn't want to mess up their own bed. He can't breathe.
Your dad's a fucking savage.
Right?
Your dad was like, let's go fuck in her room. That'll be awesome. Tell me how that happened. What's that?
I was supposed to be a grandma.
You were supposed to be at grandma's. That doesn't really excuse him fucking in your room, but
Right?
I appreciate you doing it. So tell me what happened.
I was one of those kids that didn't ever clean her room.
You never cleaned your room.
So mom was in there cleaning and dad took it as an opportunity.
To bend her over your bed? Wait, so you walked in,
And there was my dad's hairy ass.
wowzers. And did they know you walked in?
Yeah, I screamed.
Or you screamed, yeah. You were like, why is there a Wookiee fucking my mom?
Yeah. You ever walk in on their parents having sex? Yes. Okay. Tell me the story with your parents right there. This will be great. Yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna tell me this, either you tell me the story or your sister is. Wait, your parents don't know? They do now. Oh, come on! Tell us the story. How? They didn't mean to do this. That's not the right thing. But I don't know why that was my move. That was a little weird, especially coming from a Jew. I shouldn't be out here like this all the time.
All right.
It's a really weird move for me. How old were you when it happened?
24.
Whoa! Wait, that's how old you are right now?
Yeah.
And your sister knew, but your parents didn't?
Yeah.
Just real brief, what happened?
I was just checking to see if they were awake. It was like 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
We all run a family business.
Yeah, you do.
I went upstairs to see if they were awake because usually they're down there like early in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I thought they were like dead or something.
Yeah, dude, your dad was putting in some work upstairs, you know?
All right.
So you opened the door and they didn't know and you closed it real quick.
Not quick. No, I had like.
Not quick? What do you mean? Were you like...
It gets worse.
Yeah, what do you mean not quick? Were you like, well, this is an Instagram. I got to put this on the gram. How long ago ago was this?
This morning.
And mom and dad, but this is a good thing. You need to know that your parents are empty nesters and that they still fuck. That's good for them. And by the way, dude, I would have them pay for the therapy. I mean, it seems only fair. Anybody in here, by the way, ever walk in on their parents having sex? You did, dude? How old were you? How old were you?
Which time?
Oh,
Oh God.
How about
Made
the
a
most
habit?
recent time?
I was 18.
Ooh, old enough to get a boner.
So we used to live in Florida. We were about 30 minutes away from Disney World. So we had to go
Well, I'm not sure why that part is important to the story. And tell me what you saw. And say it slowly. I might use it later.
He does like weird stuff.
You made eye contact with your dad? Oh no. And was he like, get out of here? So what happened, eye contact? What happened?
I walked in and it was him and my stepmom going at it, and I just looked at him and was like, "It's a bad time, huh?"
And he said, or good, put another battery in the camera. Wow.
He actually had me unpause Netflix for him.
Wow, dude. Yeah, did Disneyland make up for that, or? I hope he bought you one of those giant pickles or whatever you get there. Did anybody in here ever walk in on their parents having sex? Go ahead, what happened?
There was porn playing on the TV.
There was porn playing on the TV, and you were 12, you were like, let's have a look at that.
They were on the kitchen table.
They were on the kitchen table?
Oh.
First of all, your dad's a fucking legend. Second of all, I hope you never ate on that fucking table again, dude. For the rest of your life, where you're like, are we ever gonna buy a new table? You can't wash that enough times for me.
I sat on the couch or ate outside.
You sat on the couch or ate outside. Yeah, your dad ate at that table a couple different ways.
That's a good one. Oh, I gotta take a breather. I gotta catch my breath. Oh my God. This is hilarious. Some of the stories these people come up with. Yeah. I thought this was gonna be his stories. I didn't realize it was gonna be stories from the crowd. When I first set this up, I didn't catch the crowd work in the title. But yeah, this is hilarious. He is, oh man, he is cracking me up.
Well, a couple different ways.
He's quick.
Wow, dude. You probably kept your own fork and knife in your pocket, too. You were like, these are the two I'm using for the rest of my life. Holy shit. Wow. Did you ever buy them a new kitchen table for Christmas? Just be like, hey. This one doesn't have all the cum on it. Wow. How old were you? High school. Ooh, yeah. And tell me what happened. You just walked right into the room?
Well, it was actually, all the lights were outside, and I turned on the light to find the dog, and I found my parents in there.
Your parents were in the pool fucking? Yeah, dude, I like
That's why all the lights were off outside. A little bit of privacy.
pool fucking. Yeah, dude, I like your dad. Stop.
Hang on a second. Bottle way over there. If you see me drinking water in all my videos, it's because I have chronic kidney disease. I have to drink a lot of water constantly. It's just something I live with. Anyway, back to this.
Outside, and I turned on the light to find the dog, and I found my parents in there.
Your parents were in the pool fucking?
Yeah, dude, I like your dad's style. Fuck yeah. Yeah, he's like, there's chlorine in here, it'll be fun. They cleaned this out overnight, right? And so you turned on the lights, and did they stop?
They scattered.
You know what's great about that? They're in the water, you can't scatter that quickly. Your dad was probably like, oh,
Right.
fuck. Just slow walking with a boner, just. Just trying to get out of here. Yeah, wow. Did you turn the lights back out at least, or?
Yeah. No, I turned on the lights and looked out the window and I saw them and they moved and they whoop, and I turned off the lights and we never talked about it.
Never talked about it. I love that when I ask this, because most people just, their parents and the kid never discuss it ever again.
Right.
But that might be the next conversation.
Yeah, dude. Listen, should we get him on the phone right now? I mean, that seems fun.
Has anybody in here ever walked in on their parents having sex? You? Your mom's right here. Wait, did your mom not know this until right now? Fucking welcome to this episode of Maury. Wow, well, let's get into it. How old were you?
I was like 18.
18?
She's 27, does that count?
Yeah, hey, listen, okay, wow. Tell me exactly what you saw. You walked in. I love that you picked right now to tell her. Mom, how do you feel about yourself? Did you learn anything?
Is anybody in here?
That's a gangster answer right there. Did you learn anything? Oh my God, my face hurts. Oh, I'm literally sweating. I'm laughing so hard. This is good. I needed this, definitely. I've been in pain the last few days with my leg. For those who don't know, I have a degenerative nerve disease that is affecting the left side of my body, and I have been getting shooting pains all the way up my leg, from my heel all the way up to my hip, for 4 or 5 days now. So, like I said, I needed this just to take my mind off of that. I'm used to the pain. It's been, let's see, this October will make 10 years since this set in. So I'm used to the pain. Anyway, back into this.
Anything?
It's just some days is worse
Has
than
anybody
others.
in here ever walked in on their parents having sex? You did, dude?
And so, but you didn't knock though.
You walk. That's the thing. Most kids, they don't knock because you don't think your parents fuck. But they do, huh?
Right.
So you walked in. Did they know you walked in? Yeah. They did. Your mom did? What? Without getting too descriptive, like what are we looking at when you walk in? Your mom's mom and dad. Yeah, dude. What's funny, I said without getting too descriptive, you're like, no problem. Wow. Okay.
Oh, God.
So your mom noticed, but your dad didn't. He was like. He was like, this never happens anymore. So tell me, so you walked in, your mom noticed, and stopped, and then you ran out. You shut the door. And and how long until they came out of the room?
I think they finished. I went to my room.
You went to your room. Yeah, and your dad was like, hey, there, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, doesn't matter when we go out and talk to him, right? I mean, so did they ever mention it?
Nope.
You never talked about it?
Nope.
Should we call him right now?
That'd be messed up.
Anybody in here ever walked in on their parents having sex before? Wow.
Well, a lot of hands go up.
How old were you when that happened?
I was in the same room.
You were in the same room? Yeah, why? That's a good question.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we were all thinking the same thing. Yeah,
Why?
Why? How old were you, first of all?
14.
What were you doing in the same room?
Hotel room.
You were in a hotel room? Your dad's a fucking savage. He was like, I don't give a shit. Just pull those panties to the side. I don't give a fuck. What? So, what? What? So it was like middle of the night. They thought you were asleep, and then they turned on a porno. Not subtle at all. So they just thought you would sleep through the porno. It was on low. Yeah, but they weren't, were they? And so you woke up to the porno or to them? You weren't asleep.
Oh.
So you didn't at least go, hey. This isn't the kind of porn I watch, or whatever. I'm really into 2 guy, 1 girl. I don't like this one. Yeah. So then what? They turned it on. You put the pillow over your head.
I didn't move.
You didn't move. And so did they ever know?
No.
Do you want to call them right now? Wow. And so I have so many questions, but I'm not sure I want to ask. Were they at least trying to be quiet?
Yeah.
They were. Yeah. Were you asking her where she's from? Take it easy, dude. She's sitting next to her husband.
Is there anybody in here that ever walked in on their parents having sex?
Oh.
Did your parents know you walked in?
Well, yeah, because I asked for Vaseline, and then I said...
You asked for Vaseline? And your dad was like, I got some on my fingers. Here you go. Yeah, take a little off the tip right here.
Oh, God.
Has anybody in here ever walked in on their parents having sex? How old? 12? And did you just walk in also?
No, my appendix was acting up.
Your appendix was acting up.
Yeah, so I went to my parents because I was like, something's wrong, but...
Your dad took you to the hospital with a boner? That must have been terrible. Take care of my daughter. I gotta get back to the house real quick. You waited until he finished? What a considerate daughter. Holy shit. You didn't know it was important.
Girl, you know you're supposed to get your...
Oh, you thought maybe you were having cramps.
Yeah, I thought I was having cramps, but it was apparently worse than...
Yeah, wow.
That appendix ain't nothing to mess with. We don't really need it, but it can rupture. And yeah, unfortunately mine did when I was 5 years old. And they ended up having to take out 8 feet of my small intestines because they got infected from it. That was a month in the hospital. Back then, you weren't in and out like you are nowadays. Like this past summer, I had a surgery and I was out in 4 days. And that was pretty much the same surgery I had when I was younger. They took a foot of my large intestine out. So, but, yeah, that appendix though, like I said, it burst, and they said if my dad hadn't gotten me to the hospital, if he'd been even a half hour later, I wouldn't have made it. And of course he was drunk, but then that was most days. Anyway, back to this.
Girl, you know you're supposed to get your...
Oh, you thought maybe you were having cramps.
Yeah, I thought I was having cramps, but it was apparently worse than...
Yeah, wow.
That's dangerous.
And then
I just sat outside the door.
you sat outside. Did they know you were seeing it?
No, I waited until I was done, and then I...
Did they know that story now?
Yes.
Were they like, you probably should have told us? No, your dad was like, thanks for waiting. Oh, he had 5 girls? Oh, he didn't fuck for like 20 years. Has anybody in here ever walked in on their parents having sex? How old were you?
23.
23?
It was like
It was your gram?
Oh.
It was your grandmother and her boyfriend? First of all, I need some ages. How old was the grandma? 60 something? Yeah, so a lot of skin happening in that. All right. And how old was the guy? A little bit older. So there was some long nuts happening. And tell me, what's that? They were resting on grandma's chin? So did your grandma know?
Eventually.
Eventually. What do you mean? Like, how long were you standing there? What do you mean, eventually?
Well, shock kind of took over, and Keith just stayed really quiet for way too long.
Wait, you stood there? It was in the lounge? What? Whose house was this? By the way, Grandma's a fucking freak. Grandma gets down. Wow. Wow, that is a new one for me.
Is there anybody in here that ever walked in on their parents having sex? You did? How old were you?
I was probably like 13.
13? Did you knock, or what was the...
Yeah, I knocked and I called their name and opened the door, and my dad was going down on my mom.
Yeah. So he was busy. It was really her responsibility.
Right.
And he can't leave his post, you know what I mean? He's got to stay there for a certain duration of time. Her mouth, I'm assuming, didn't have anything in it, right? So she could have said something. Wow. And when you walked in, what did you... Did they know you walked in?
Yeah, they just looked over at me and I said, ew, shit.
Yeah. Can I ask, did your dad at least finish, or was he like, let me just finish up and then I'll go get it? They never said anything?
This was good. Oh my god. Oh, my face hurts. My sides hurt. Oh, I needed this. Definitely needed this. This was absolutely hilarious. Oh my god. This was too funny. Anyway, yeah, I gotta check out some more of his stuff. He's got a lot of crazy stories. Anyway, I would love to hear what you guys thought about this in the comments. Let me know what else I need to check out, and I'll get there as soon as I can. If you're still here and you haven't done so yet, please hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel grow, shows up in my analytics, lets me know you want more content like this. That being said, that's just about going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.